I want to bring in now Texas Congressman Lance Gooden. Congressman, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
The president thank you. The president is doubling down on his criticism for the World Health Organization. I want you to listen to this soundbite. We're going to do study, investigation, and we're going to make a determination as to what we're doing. In the meantime, we're holding back. We want to say very unfair. So the United States, $452 million compared to $42 million. That's to the World Health Organization. World Health got it wrong. I mean, they got it very wrong. In many ways, they were wrong. They also minimized the threat very strongly, and not good. Congressman, should we freeze or defund the WHO?
I think so, and everything the president said is right, and really the president was probably too nice on them, because what they've done is endorse the Chinese Communist Party policy of lies since this virus actually broke out back in December and January. They have been there right in lockstep with the Chinese, endorsing every bit of propaganda that they've put out. They criticized the president's travel ban on flights from China back in January. They have not been helpful. It's bad enough that we have to deal with a Chinese Communist Party that is telling lies about just how serious this is. We would have been on top of this much earlier than we were had we gotten actual real information from China and had the World Health Organization not been so supportive of the lies coming out of China.
Congressman, tell us about your coronavirus lawsuit bill. What's that about?
Sure. I filed a bill last week that amends the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act, which was passed in the 1970s, which protects other nation governments from lawsuits in American courts. We made an exception. This bill makes an exception with respects to viral outbreaks, and says that the Chinese, or anyone really, could be subject to investigation in the American judicial system. Because I think it's important that we find out the origins of this virus. You know, the Chinese say it started in a live, wet animal market, and we're just expected to believe them. We are expected to believe the numbers of the deaths that they're reporting. No one believes that they've only had 3,000 something deaths when we've had as many as we've had here in the United States in such a shorter amount of time. What's coming out of China is not accurate. We can't trust international bodies or international legal authorities. We can't trust the World Health Organization. So I believe we need to bring this home. We need to investigate this here at home.
Right.
And if this is something that China turns out to have been responsible for, we need to hold them accountable, whether it was an accident or on purpose. You can't argue with the fact that lies are coming out of China, and we haven't been able to respond as quickly as we would have had we known the full picture in China back in December and January.